Berlin is a very special city in Germany. It is the capital and it is full of life. So many people come here to visit. They want to see its famous places. They want to learn its amazing history. Berlin is big, and there is always something new. You can feel the energy in the streets. Old buildings stand next to new ones. This shows how Berlin has changed over time. It is a city that welcomes everyone. This city has a story to tell around every corner. You can find pieces of the past everywhere. But Berlin also looks to the future. It is a place where new ideas grow. Artists love Berlin, and so do musicians. You can hear music from all over the world. The food is also very exciting here. You can try German food, of course, but you can also find food from many other countries. Berlin is truly a global city, open and inviting. When you walk through Berlin, you feel its unique spirit. It is a city that has seen so much. It has known difficult times, very hard times, but it has always found a way to rebuild. It has become stronger and more vibrant. People in Berlin are friendly and often speak English. This makes it easy for visitors to explore. They are proud of their city. They are happy to share its stories with you. Exploring Berlin is like opening a great book. Each street and each park has a chapter. You will learn about kings and wars. You will see where history was made. But you will also find quiet spots. You can relax in a beautiful green park. Or you can sit by the Spree River. Berlin offers so much to discover. It is a city that stays in your heart. It makes you want to come back again and again. Berlin's history is very long and important. It started as a small trading town centuries ago. Later, it became the grand capital of Prussia. Kings and emperors built magnificent palaces here. You can still see some of these old buildings. They tell stories of a rich and powerful past. Think of Charlottenburg Palace, so grand and golden. It shows how important Berlin was even long ago. This city was a center of power and culture in Europe. As time passed, Berlin grew bigger and bigger. It became a major city in Germany. Important events happened here that changed the world. The early 20th century was a time of great change. Berlin was a lively place, full of art and new ideas. But it was also a time of growing problems. The city saw difficult economic times. It also experienced political unrest. These were shadows before even darker days that would soon arrive for the city and its people. The period of the World Wars was very hard for Berlin. The city suffered greatly during World War II. Many buildings were damaged or destroyed by bombs. So many people lost their homes and their lives. It was a time of fear and great sadness. After the war, Berlin was a broken city. But the spirit of Berliners was not broken. They started to clean up the rubble. They began the slow process of rebuilding their homes and their lives piece by piece. After World War II, Germany was divided, and Berlin, located deep in East Germany, was also divided. The city was split into 4 sectors. These were controlled by the Allied powers: the United States, Great Britain, France, and the Soviet Union. This division set the stage for more challenges. It was the beginning of the Cold War era. Berlin found itself at the very center of this global struggle. The city became a symbol of a divided world, a truly unique situation. In 1961, a wall was built in Berlin. This was the Berlin Wall. It was built very quickly, almost overnight. It divided the city into East Berlin and West Berlin. East Berlin was part of East Germany, a communist country. West Berlin was a free part of the city. The wall was made of concrete and barbed wire. It had guard towers and soldiers. It was meant to stop people from East Berlin from going to West Berlin. This was a very sad time for everyone. Life with the Berlin Wall was very difficult. Families were split apart by this sudden barrier. Friends could no longer visit each other easily. People in East Berlin felt trapped. They did not have the same freedoms as people in the West. Many people tried to escape from East to West. Some made it, but many were caught. Some even lost their lives trying to cross. The wall was a strong symbol of the Cold War. It showed how divided the world was. For almost 30 years, the Berlin Wall stood. It was a scar across the heart of the city. West Berlin became like an island of freedom. It was surrounded by East Germany. The Western Allies helped to support West Berlin. Life in West Berlin was vibrant with its own culture. But everyone knew the wall was there. It was a constant reminder of the division. Checkpoint. Charlie was a famous crossing point. It was a place where soldiers from East and West faced each other. Then, in 1989, something amazing happened. On November 9th, the Berlin Wall fell. The government of East Germany announced that people could cross. Crowds gathered at the wall from both sides. They climbed on top of it, cheering and crying. They began to tear it down with hammers and picks. It was a night of incredible joy and celebration. The fall of the Berlin Wall was a huge event. It meant the end of the Cold War was near. It was a victory for freedom. After the Berlin Wall fell, Germany began to reunite. This was a very big and important step. East Germany and West Germany became one country again in 1990. Berlin was chosen to be the capital of the United Germany. This was a moment of great hope and excitement. But it was also a time of many challenges. The two parts of the city and the country had been separate for so long. They had developed in very different ways. Bringing East and West Berlin back together was a huge task. The East had different roads, different buildings, and a different economy. A lot of money and effort was needed. New buildings were constructed. Old ones were repaired and modernized. The city started to heal the scars of division. Empty spaces where the wall once stood were redeveloped. Potsdamer Platz, once a desolate no man's land, became a busy new center. It was a symbol of Berlin's rebirth and unity. People from East and West had to learn to live together again. They had different experiences and memories. It was not always easy, but Berliners worked hard. They wanted to build a shared future for their city. New connections were made. Friendships grew across the old divide. The city slowly became one again, not just in politics, but in spirit too. Today, you can still see some differences between the east and west parts, but Berlin feels like one vibrant, united city. The reunification changed Berlin completely. It became a dynamic and exciting place once more. The German government moved back to Berlin. New embassies were built. This city attracted people from all over Germany and the world. They came to be part of this new chapter. Berlin embraced its role as the capital of a united Germany. It looked forward with optimism. It remembered its past, but it was not trapped by it. It was building a new identity. Section 5. Museum Island, a river of art and time. In the middle of Berlin, there is a special place. It is called Museum Island, or Museumsinsel in German. It is an island in the Spree River. On this island, you will find 5 amazing museums. These museums are full of art and history. They are famous all over the world. UNESCO even calls Museum Island a World Heritage Site. This means it is a very important place for all people. It is a true treasure chest for anyone who loves culture. One famous museum here is the Pergamon Museum. It has huge and incredible things inside. You can see the Ishtar Gate of Babylon. It is very old and covered in blue bricks with animals. There is also the Market Gate of Miletus from ancient Rome. Walking through this museum is like traveling back in time. Another great museum is the Neuss Museum. Here you can see the beautiful bust of Queen Nefertiti. She was an Egyptian queen from a long time ago. The Altes Museum, or Old Museum, has art from ancient Greece and Rome. You can see statues and vases. The Alte National Gallery, or Old National Gallery, looks like a Roman temple. Inside, it has beautiful paintings and sculptures from the 19th century. Many famous German artists are featured here. The Bode Museum is at the tip of the island. It has a wonderful collection of sculptures, Byzantine art, and coins. Each museum offers a different journey. Visiting Museum Island takes time. You could spend many days exploring all its treasures. It is best to pick 1 or 2 museums for a single visit. Wear comfortable shoes because you will do a lot of walking. Many visitors buy a special pass. This pass lets them go into several museums. It is a good way to save money. Museum Island is not just about looking at old things. It is about connecting with human history and creativity. It is a very inspiring place in Berlin. Section 6. Berlin's beat music, art and festive nights. Berlin is famous for its exciting culture. Music is everywhere in this city. You can find all kinds of music here. There are big concert halls for classical music. The Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra is one of the best in the world. But Berlin is also known for its modern music. Electronic music and techno are very popular. Many famous DJs come from Berlin or play here. The city has lots of clubs where you can dance all night long. Art is also a big part of Berlin's life. You will see street art and graffiti in many places. Some of it is very colorful and creative. The East Side Gallery is a long piece of the Berlin Wall. Artists from all over the world painted on it after the wall fell. It is like an outdoor art gallery. There are also many smaller art galleries. They show works by new and upcoming artists. Berlin is a city that inspires artists. It gives them freedom to express themselves. Berlin loves to celebrate with festivals. Throughout the year, there are many different festivals. In February, there is the Berlinale. This is a big international film festival. Famous actors and directors come to Berlin for it. In the summer, there is the Carnival of Cultures. This is a colorful parade with music and dancing. It celebrates all the different cultures in Berlin. There are also music festivals, food festivals, and light festivals. There's always something happening here. The nightlife in Berlin is legendary. People say it is one of the best in Europe. There are countless bars, pubs, and clubs. You can find places that are fancy and expensive. You can also find places that are cool and alternative. Many clubs stay open very late, even until the morning. The areas of Kreuzberg and Friedrichshain are famous for their nightlife. But you can find fun places all over the city. Berlin is a city that never seems to sleep. It offers endless entertainment. Section 7. Modern Marvels. Berlin's new skyline. Berlin is not just a city of old history. It is also a city that looks to the future. This is very clear when you see its modern architecture. After the wall fell, many new buildings were built. Famous architects from around the world came to Berlin. They helped to create a new face for the city. These modern buildings stand next to historic ones. This mix of old and new is what makes Berlin so interesting. It shows how the city is always changing. One of the most famous modern areas is Potsdamer Platz. Before the wall, it was a very busy square. During the Cold War, it became a wasteland. After reunification, it was completely rebuilt. Now, it has tall skyscrapers made of glass and steel. There are shops, cinemas, and offices here. The Sony Center is a very impressive building. It has a roof that looks like a giant tent. It lights up with different colors at night. It is a symbol of the new Berlin. The Reichstag building is another great example. It is the home of the German parliament. It is an old building, but it has a new glass dome. This dome was designed by the architect Norman Foster. You can go up into the dome. From there, you have a wonderful view of the city. The dome is a symbol of transparency in government. It shows that the government is open to the people. It beautifully combines the old structure with modern design principles. You can see other modern buildings all around Berlin. The Hauptbahnhof is the main train station. It is a huge and very modern station made of glass. It is one of the biggest train stations in Europe. Near the Spree River, you can see the Bund des Bundes. This is a group of modern government buildings. They have a very striking design. These new structures show Berlin's innovative spirit. They prove that Berlin is a city that is always moving forward, always reinventing itself. Section 8. Innovation Hub. Ideas Shaping Tomorrow. Berlin is not only known for its history and culture, it is also a very important center for new ideas and technology. Many people call Berlin the Silicon Alley. This is like Silicon Valley in the United States. It means that Berlin is a place where many technology companies are starting. Young people with good ideas come here from all over the world. They want to create new apps, new websites, and new technologies. The city supports these innovative thinkers. There are many startup companies in Berlin. A startup is a new business that is just beginning. These companies work on all sorts of things. Some work on making computers smarter, others work on clean energy or new ways to travel. The city has many co-working spaces. These are offices where different startups can work together. This helps them to share ideas and grow faster. The government also offers programs to help these new businesses succeed. Berlin is a fertile ground for innovation. Berlin's universities also play a big role in innovation. There are several excellent universities in the city. They do important research in science and technology. Many new ideas and inventions come from these universities. Students and professors often work together with businesses. This helps to bring new discoveries from the laboratory into the real world. This focus on education and research helps Berlin to stay at the forefront of technological development. It is a city that values knowledge. The spirit of innovation can be felt everywhere in Berlin. It is in the new buildings that use green technology. It is in the smart solutions for city living. Berlin is trying to become a smart city. This means using technology to make life better for its citizens. For example, improving public transport or managing energy more efficiently. Berlin is a city that embraces change. It is always looking for new ways to solve problems. This makes it a very exciting place to be, full of possibilities. Section 9. Conclusion. Berlin's unforgettable spirit. Berlin is truly a remarkable city. It is a place with so many different sides. It has a deep and often difficult history. You can see the marks of this history everywhere. From the grandeur of old palaces to the somber reminders of the wall. But Berlin is not stuck in the past. It has learned from its experiences. It has rebuilt itself with incredible strength and resilience. This journey makes Berlin incredibly special and inspiring to all who visit. The culture in Berlin is alive and always changing. You can explore world-class museums. You can listen to amazing music, from classical to techno. You can see vibrant street art and enjoy lively festivals. There's an energy in Berlin that is hard to describe. It is a city that welcomes artists and thinkers. It encourages creativity and freedom of expression. This open and dynamic atmosphere is a big part of what makes Berlin so attractive to people from all over the globe. Berlin is also a city looking towards the future. It is a hub for innovation and technology. New ideas are born here every day. Modern architecture is transforming the city's skyline. Startups are creating the businesses of tomorrow. This forward-thinking attitude is combined with a strong sense of social responsibility. Berlin is working to be a green and sustainable city. It cares about the quality of life for its residents and for future generations. So, why should you visit Berlin? Because it offers something for everyone. It is a city where you can learn about the past. You can experience exciting culture in the present. And you can get a glimpse of the future. Berlin is easy to explore with great public transport. The people are generally friendly and open. It is a city that will make you think. It will make you feel. And it will most certainly leave a lasting impression on your heart. Berlin is unforgettable.